peace in the heart of West Africa, during the 14th century, emerged a figure of immense wealth, wisdom, and influence, Mansa Musa, the ninth Mansa of the Mali Empire. His reign marked not only the pinnacle of Mali's territorial expansion but also a golden era of prosperity and cultural enrichment. Mansa Musa ascended to power in a realm already flourishing due to the lucrative trans-Saharan trade routes. Under his astute leadership, this prosperity soared to new heights. Mali's wealth was largely anchored in its abundant natural resources. The empire was rich in gold mines, notably in the region of Bambuk. This gold was not merely a symbol of affluence but the backbone of Mali's economy and a key commodity in international trade. Another cornerstone of Mali's wealth was its control over the salt mines, like those in Tagaza. Salt, essential for human survival, was as valuable as gold in some parts of Africa, making it a critical asset in Mansa Musa's treasury. But Mansa Musa's rule was not solely defined by material wealth. His reign was also a time of profound cultural and educational advancement. He is perhaps most famously remembered for his legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324. This journey, involving a vast caravan including thousands of soldiers, slaves, and camels laden with gold, highlighted not only his immense wealth but also his devoutness to Islam. The impact of this pilgrimage resonated far beyond the borders of Mali. As he journeyed through Cairo and other cities, his generosity in distributing gold left a lasting impression, to the extent that it reportedly caused a temporary devaluation of gold in the regions he passed. Upon his return, Mansa Musa brought back scholars, architects, and artisans, igniting a renaissance in Mali. The city of Timbuktu flourished under his rule, becoming a center of Islamic learning and culture. The Jingaraba Mosque, an architectural marvel and a symbol of this golden age, stands to this day as a testament to the empire's grandeur. Mansa Musa's reign was more than a tale of wealth. It was a chapter of strategic leadership, cultural enrichment, and educational advancement. His story teaches us the power of vision and the importance of knowledge and culture in crafting a legacy. It reminds us that true greatness lies not merely in material riches but in the impact one has on the world and its future. Thus, Mansa Musa's legacy transcends time, teaching us the value of wisdom, generosity, and the pursuit of knowledge. In understanding our past, we find the keys to our future. And in the story of Mansa Musa, we find inspiration to forge our paths with vision, purpose, and benevolence. As we delve deeper into the reign of Mansa Musa, it becomes evident that his greatness was not just in accumulating wealth, but in his visionary governance and cultural patronage, which left an indelible mark on African history. Under Mansa Musa, the Mali Empire was a beacon of stability and prosperity in a turbulent age. His rule was characterized by a sophisticated administrative system. He divided the empire into provinces, each overseen by a governor appointed directly by him. This centralized governance ensured peace and stability throughout the empire, fostering an environment conducive to economic growth and cultural exchange. Mansa Musa's commitment to Islam played a pivotal role in shaping his empire. His pilgrimage to Mecca was not only a personal journey of faith but also a diplomatic mission that elevated Mali's status on the world stage. By forging alliances and establishing relations with other Islamic states, he opened Mali to new ideas, technologies, and trade opportunities. His dedication to Islamic scholarship transformed Mali into a hub of learning. Timbuktu, under his patronage, became home to the renowned University of Sankore, attracting scholars from across the Islamic world. The libraries of Timbuktu were treasure troves of knowledge, housing vast collections of books and manuscripts on various subjects, from theology and philosophy to science and mathematics. Moreover, Mansa Musa's reign saw a flowering of African arts and architecture. The construction of monumental buildings like the Jingaraba Mosque and the Royal Palace in Niani was not just an expression of his wealth but also a reflection of the empire's architectural ingenuity and the artistic prowess of its people. Yet, Mansa Musa's most enduring legacy perhaps lies in the economic transformation he spearheaded. By fostering trade, both within Africa and with other continents, he not only enriched his empire but also contributed to the global exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. The gold and salt trade routes under his control were vital arteries of commerce, linking Mali to markets in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. In reflecting on Mansa Musa's reign, we are reminded that true greatness is achieved through visionary leadership that seeks not only to amass wealth but also to enrich the lives of people and advance the cause of human knowledge and culture. His story is a testament to the profound impact one leader can have in shaping the course of history, inspiring us to pursue excellence, wisdom, and compassion in our endeavors. Thus, Mansa Musa's life is not just a chapter in history but a source of enduring inspiration. His legacy encourages us to recognize the power of knowledge, the importance of cultural exchange, and the transformative impact of visionary leadership. In learning from the past, we gain the wisdom to shape a better future, driven by the same principles of growth, learning, and generosity that defined one of the greatest rulers of the Mali Empire. As we delve further into the narrative of Mansa Musa, it becomes increasingly clear that his greatness was not solely the result of his immense wealth, but also due to his extraordinary leadership skills and his profound impact on the Mali Empire and beyond. Mansa Musa's administration was marked by a deep understanding of governance and diplomacy. His rule was not an isolated reign, it was an era of extensive diplomatic relations and alliances. He established Mali as a powerful and respected kingdom in the eyes of the neighboring states and the broader Islamic world. His diplomatic endeavors extended Mali's influence far beyond its borders, fostering a legacy of peace and cooperation. Economically, Mansa Musa demonstrated a keen understanding of the importance of a diversified economy. While the empire thrived on gold and salt trade, he also encouraged agriculture, which ensured food security and further economic stability within the empire. The Niger River's fertile banks were meticulously cultivated under his rule, supporting both the growing population and trade. Mansa Musa's emphasis on education and Islamic scholarship was not merely for prestige but stemmed from a profound belief in the power of knowledge. Under his patronage, Timbuktu became not just an economic hub but also a center of learning and culture. His support for education, particularly Islamic scholarship, helped in spreading Islamic teachings and practices across West Africa, profoundly influencing the region's religious landscape. Culturally, Mansa Musa's reign was a golden age for the arts in Mali. He commissioned works from poets, musicians, and artists, fostering a vibrant cultural scene. The influence of his patronage was so significant that it can be seen in the distinct artistic styles that emerged during his reign, which blended traditional African elements with Islamic influences. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca was a landmark event in world history. It was not just a personal act of faith, it served as a grand statement of the wealth and power of the Mali Empire. The journey helped to establish trade and diplomatic relations with other parts of the Islamic world, creating new opportunities for cultural and economic exchange. In conclusion, Mansa Musa's reign was characterized by wise governance, economic prosperity, cultural richness, and educational advancement. His leadership was not just beneficial for the Mali Empire but also had a lasting impact on the African continent and the Islamic world. His story teaches us the importance of vision, wisdom, and generosity in leadership. Mansa Musa's legacy is a reminder that the greatest leaders are those who enrich not only their own lands but also leave a lasting positive impact on the world. He stands as an enduring symbol of African greatness, inspiring future generations to aspire to such heights of wisdom and benevolence. The tale of Mansa Musa extends beyond his extraordinary wealth and into the realm of progressive governance, demonstrating how a ruler can utilize resources not just for personal enrichment but for the betterment of his people and culture. Mansa Musa's leadership style was marked by inclusivity and fairness. His empire, vast and diverse, was home to many different peoples and cultures. He managed this diversity with a profound respect for local customs and traditions, integrating them into the broader fabric of the empire. This inclusiveness fostered a sense of unity and belonging among the diverse populations, contributing to the stability and strength of his reign. The administrative framework he established in Mali was revolutionary for its time. It featured a complex system of governance that included checks and balances, a rarity in many contemporary kingdoms. Mansa Musa's approach to administration ensured that power was not concentrated in the hands of a few but was distributed across various levels of government. This system not only provided effective governance but also facilitated a more equitable distribution of resources. Mansa Musa was also a visionary urban planner. The cities of Niani, Gao, and Timbuktu flourished under his rule, transforming into bustling centers of trade and culture. He invested in infrastructure, building roads and bridges that facilitated trade and travel within the empire. This infrastructural development was crucial in making Mali a significant node in the trans-Saharan trade network. Moreover, Mansa Musa's impact extended into the realm of international trade. He understood the importance of trade relations and actively worked to expand Mali's trade networks. By fostering relationships with traders and merchants from across the Mediterranean and the Middle East, he ensured a continuous flow of goods, ideas, and technologies into Mali. This international exposure not only enriched the Mali Empire economically but also culturally, as it became a melting pot of different cultures and ideas. The legacy of Mansa Musa is a multifaceted one. It is a story of a ruler who used his wealth and power to create a stable, prosperous, and culturally rich empire. His reign demonstrates the potential of enlightened leadership and the profound impact it can have on a civilization. Mansa Musa's story is not just a historical account, it is a source of inspiration, a reminder of the heights that can be achieved when resources are harnessed for the collective good, when knowledge is revered, and when cultures are celebrated. In the annals of history, Mansa Musa stands as a colossus, a ruler who transcended the limitations of his time to carve a legacy that continues to inspire. His life and reign remind us of the enduring power of visionary leadership and the transformative impact it can have on the world. Mansa Musa's story is a clarion call to remember our shared history, to learn from it, and to be inspired by it to build a future that is enriched by the wisdom of the past. Click like, subscribe, and share this channel.